Beautiful little summer's walk. So, hi everybody. What was that emoji doing? That is slightly expressionless. Hope you're doing great. So we are taking a walk or a stroll in in the world to get a nice little view of what the summer view looks like. What am I on about? What am I on about? Beautiful flowers over here. Look at these. Aren't they just pretty though? Do you know what I mean? It's really nice. It's really nice. So, I don't know what. Do you know? I don't know what they're even called. They buttercup things, aren't they? I don't know. These are buttercups, aren't they? See what I mean? I don't know. Beautiful. Look, I can point out the colours: blue, green, yellow. Honestly, right? Isn't nature like the best picture? Do you know what I often find, right? Is that most of art, or anything that we all try and replicate, that's kind of the key word, isn't it? Replicate. Most of what you get in art is actually just replicas of things that already exist. I mean, if you get a lovely picture, normally, if someone's drawn a nice picture, it's probably going to be replicating a beach or something like sunset or a mountain. And hello, dog lover, how you doing? So what I find really interesting is that, for the most part, people don't try and create something new because they know that what already exists in nature is the most beautiful type of thing you can imagine. If you picture something really beautiful, most people would think of a sunset or a sea, beach, whatever. Somewhere nice, really pretty. Somewhere with, I don't know, middle of nature. If you ask somebody to say, pick somewhere beautiful, normally they're not going to say somewhere surrounded by houses or anything man-made, you know, or woman-made, whatever. And my point is, the most beautiful things in this world is actually the stuff that God gave us already. You know, we always try and recreate things. It's even like, to the point where I always say, like, sweets. If you get a nice sweet, what do you get? You get flavours of cherry, strawberry, grape, you know, blueberry. And that's because these things are already, like, the perfect flavours. So, does that make sense, what I'm saying? What you have in the world naturally is actually the stuff that instinctively we love. And artists know that you can't really create better than what already exists naturally. Do you get what I'm saying? Mimanti, thank you so much. Much love back to you. Thank you very much indeed. And dog lover, thank you, honestly. Everybody, you are making me feel very loved right now, so I really appreciate that. I always think, how am I supposed to respond when somebody's nice? Like, you can't really put into words, can you? But honestly, really love you guys commenting. It makes real difference. You know, I feel like I should be doing it. Whereas if people didn't let me know that you're enjoying it, I'd think maybe I shouldn't be doing videos. Maybe it's pointless, you know. So it does make a big difference. So what are you up to today then? What are you all doing? Are you having a nice day? Got some lovely trees. Treeser. Do you know, my mum used to know somebody called Teresa Green. You know, like, trees are green. It's good, isn't it? Okay, dog lover. We'll see you later on. So, how is your day going, everybody? So let me know what you're going to be doing today. Are you just waking up? Or is it the end of your day? I have actually just been on a little adventure down to see, a bit complicated. So I've got a small little job I do apart from YouTube. And the boss lady is she just gave me a key fob, basically. Turns out, right, how weird is this? Turns out that I needed to sign a form because the key they gave me originally, all those years ago when I first started working at this job, I forgot to sign it. So I forgot, or they didn't tell me to sign a form, so mad, but now it's been signed. It's all good. And this is probably like 15 years ago, no, 10 maybe. I love the job. I would literally do it for free. And that, people, is what you've got to get into your mindset. If you are doing a job that you wouldn't want to do for free, reassess why you're doing it. Because I have been in jobs in the past where I've been doing a job and I kind of can't wait to go. I dread the day it's coming up, and that's no way of life. And the only reason I was still doing it was because I wasn't brave enough to make the move to actually leave that job. Ace Huff, yep, is trying to save a cat that lost one of his ears. Oh no! Oh, well done you for being on the case of that. I bet that will be very rewarding when you help that cat. Have you let the vets know, or RSPCA, if you get it over wherever you live? You might be in this country, you might not be. Have you let them know? I would definitely do that. Anyway, what was I saying? So, my hand's getting a bit achy here. Yeah, I was doing jobs a few years ago, literally just to earn a bit of money. I mean, don't get me wrong, at the start, I really enjoyed the job. But after a while, you think, why am I doing this? If you're coming home from a job thinking, what a relief, I'm home. Or if you go into the job thinking, oh no, please may it be over. One thing I found was if I'm clock watching, that was my sign that the job wasn't for me. One of the first jobs I got, I realised I was clock watching all the time, to the point where, because there was a clock on the screen. Okay, put it this way, I used to be a checkout operator in the supermarket, and the time was the top of the screen. And do you know what, right? I used to hide the clock. I used to put a piece of paper over it, sellotape it, and because I knew I was that bad at clock watching. And I'll tell you what, if you clock watch, if you're watching the time hoping that it's going to speed up, like how much longer? It feels like it's going much slower. So yeah, I actually used to hide the time so I couldn't see it. Every now and then I'd be like, take a little peek. And I'd be like, what? Only 5 minutes later? Are you serious? Yeah, Peter, yeah. That's right, they were going to save a stray cat. Correct. So yeah, in my next job, I got quite a similar job actually, but it was like a smaller shop, and I thought that'd be better. And don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed it more because it was more of a human aspect. It was more fun, it was more friendly, so I did enjoy that. That was at a supermarket called B&M. Has anybody heard of B&M? So I used to work up there, and it was so lovely. People were so kind up there, people were really nice. We also had an absolute laugh. Anyway, as with everything, if you do it so long, it just gets repetitive. So yeah, honestly, people were great, but I got bored. So yeah, I'd always said to myself after the first job, if I ever start finding myself clock watching, I know it's time to move on. And I found myself doing it. I thought, oh, we're clock watching. But that's a really good way to know if you've had too much of anything really. Are you watching the clock? Are you waiting for it to tick down the time, desperately hoping it's gonna time's gonna be gone? Or are you just not even thinking about the time? If you are constantly looking at the time, it's probably time to move on. Cutie unicorn, what a lovely comment there, thank you. Yeah, so that's my little motivational talk of the day, I would say. And what is it that you feel today maybe it's time for you to move on from? Because this is probably something, and it might even be something really small. Because even if you think of it like a chore in your house that you don't enjoy doing, that's actually something that maybe you could need adapting or fixing. So it don't have to be something big like leaving a job or anything. It might be. But yeah, what is it you can't stand doing that you're clock watching? You're desperately waiting for that job to be over. Because I'm not saying you don't have to do it. Sometimes you do. Sometimes washing still needs to be done. But there are ways to adapt it to make it more fun. Like you could put on music, podcasts works for me. You can do a time challenge. This is what I love doing. Setting a clock and seeing if I can beat my target. That's a really good way to... Actually, that's ironic. That is clock watching, isn't it? But it's clock watching in a different way. So you can have that one. Yeah, so there you go. So like I say, I'm just walking back now. I have just gone to see me boss, get a key. We have quite a good banter between us, so it's all good. It's nice. Yeah, so I actually went from being on the supermarkets at checkout till, right? Sounds strange to some people, but I really like this. I went straight into cleaning because I love it. There is something highly therapeutic about cleaning, especially when you clean on your own. So I actually added on my job interview notes. I said, please be aware, I only want to clean at your facility if I can work on my own. Because I'm unusual like that. I had gone from speaking to people each day at the supermarket to basically having had enough of people saying, do you know what, I just want to be on my own. I put my headphones in. I listened to podcasts. I praised the Lord with some worship music. I had a nice time. I'll tell you what, the stuff you can do when you're cleaning, it's brilliant. Hold on. Right. I'll make sure the cats don't escape. Hello, cats. Hello, hello. Hello. You okay? Hello. Simba. You say hi. This is Simba. Hello. 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 You okay? It's our cat Simba. Isn't it? Hey, you want to say something to the camera? To the viewers at home? Well, that was a bit rude, wasn't it? And say hi. And this is our cat Henry. Hi, Henry. Apparently, Henry is camera shy. And I'll tell you what, we need to do some tidying up today because it's looking a bit of a state in here. Yeah, very much so. What about you? Ooh, what about you guys? Are you good on your tidying up? The weird thing is, like I say, love cleaning, but love cleaning other people's houses, not so much my own. I don't know what it is, but there's something about when it's your own, it's too personal. Whoa. Decluttering, tidying up, washing up, whatever. If it's somebody else's, I prefer it far more. So there you go. Anyway, everybody, thank you for joining our summer walk. All right. Yeah. Oops. I appreciate you guys coming. And I'm going to pop off now. I'm going to get on with a bit of work and all that. And I'll tell you what else. I need a coffee. So what I do in the morning, I make a flask of coffee and brew it all up nicely. And then it keeps me going for a good few hours. But yeah, coffee and water, you need a bit of both. It's important. Oh. Bon appetit drink. There we are. There we are. Perfection. Better than the cafe. Better than the restaurants. Right. Love you all. God bless. All right. See you later.